Well, hello, my loves. Welcome to Rishika Uncut episode. I don't even know, actually. I think it's like 52. Okay, anyway. Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing in my last video. I don't care. So, today I wanted to, Sydney Grace was so kind to send me a bunch of their single shadows. There was more than 12, but I could only fit 12 in here. So I'll give you a little peek. I'm so excited. Then they also sent me this Luminous Lights face palette, which has a highlighter, has some blushes, has a bronzer. So we'll see what we tap into today, but I'm excited. Oh, and then I have something else. The Badi Lash mascara from Kulfi Beauty. बड़ी मुश्किल है बड़ी मुश्किल बाबा बड़ी मुश्किल Alright, that was a weird intro. Anyway, this is in black. I will be demoing it for you in this video, and I will be demoing it in a short. Okay, so that's about all like the new stuff that I wanted to kind of cover today. So let's see. Oop. Okay. Drop my handy fan. Still works though. Okay. Anyway, I need to put this in like a better place because I feel like this like whatever this lanyard is, it's in my way, you know? Okay. Anyway, my lips are still very, very inflamed, but they're so much better now after that nipple cream that is in my pocket at the moment. If you missed it, I had an allergic reaction to something on my lips that I think my dermatologist gave me. And they were very, very inflamed for a very, very long time. They still are, but I was able to calm it down finally. Like, I was using my Fenty Plush Pudding, really trying to, like, make it feel better, but the only thing that helped, literally the only thing that helped, was nipple cream. So, and since it's safe for babies to ingest, it's safe for older people to put on their mouths, so gave it a shot. First thing to hydrate me in, I think, forever. Finally, I can go back to my little pink hair clips. Coming into this video, I'm a little bummed about a couple things, but we're just gonna do some makeup therapy. Okay, so I wanted to start, so brows are done, as you can see. I never, like, I just need that tattoo, like, anyway. Okay, so Sydney Grace is an indie brand that is known to have one of the best, and some influencers say the best, eyeshadow formula on the market. So I'm really excited to try this because this will be my first time. Why don't I just get started? Why am I wasting time? I have all, the brushes I use are all clean. Like, I'm they're all clean. And I'm wondering if I should still do a side-by-side with DIOR and ColourPop. Let's see. I think what I'm gonna do, so I might just do it, you know? Why not? Okay, so let's start with some color corrector. I'm just gonna put it everywhere because why not? So Badi in Hindi means big. So this is claiming to be a big lash mascara. So let's see. Let's put it to the test. I'm not gonna do my Natasha Denona just because I want to keep it like, I just want to like keep it less concealery before. Sometimes I forget concealer, so I'm trying to not do that anymore. Sorry about my weird funk in my last video. It was not a good day. And like, you see how this elf just like blends out so nicely, gets the job done, evens out the skin tone so nicely. And this is my BK Beauty A506 brush, which I will also be using with my concealer. Trying to keep it away from my lips, but keep it also close because I don't want it to dry out my lips, but at the same time I want the area around my lips to get a little bit of coverage. Is that I was asking my husband if today I should do another dance and sing with me, but I'll have to wait for my next video maybe, because I had a plan for this one. Okay, so you see how like that already just like corrected a lot of my skin tone? Concealer should do the rest, but I can always apply more color corrector. So for example, I think I'm gonna put a little bit here and a little bit in this hollow here. Same thing, a little bit there, a little bit in the hollow there. This is like literally pretty much done. But as you guys know, I have it on backup. So because I want the concentration to kind of just stay in this hollow right here, I'm just gonna push it in instead of doing like swiping or any other type of motion. I'm just gonna push it in to make sure that those areas are most concentrated with the product, because those are the spots that need it the most. See what that did? Like, I mean, my bone structure is still gonna be there. I can't really help that unless I get like a rhinoplasty, which I don't plan on doing. So anyway, let's move on. So, I wanted to do DIOR ColourPop just to see what like the differences are for fun, you know? I didn't say for funsies, but I was saying I didn't say it and then I said it. How does that make you feel, huh? Alright. Oh, you know, I forgot the primer again. It's okay, whatever. Let's see. Okay. And the other thing I was thinking about doing, I mean, if I'm gonna do a side-by-side, I have to do like the same application, but I also kind of want to see what it's gonna look like the ColourPop foundation. I know what the DIOR foundation looks like with what's it called, with a sponge. That was the first way I had ever applied it. Brush is better, but I kind of wanted to see how the ColourPop responded to the sponge, but we will do that a different day, even though I have my sponge nicely wet over there. Okay. So I'm ready for foundation. I'm basically, so this is the DIOR Stick Foundation, Forever Skin Perfect in 2N. I'm just gonna put it on this side of the face. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but we'll find out. And then on the, and let's just, how about we just blend that out for now? No, I'm gonna, let's just get it on the face. This is in light 7 on ColourPop. I also want to see the shade difference. Because they're also both like pretty good shades for me, so. What do you think, guys? I mean, I think DIOR is more emollient. I would hope so, just because it is a luxury brand. Let me get my N17 brush. So I'm gonna start blending out on this side. I'm gonna have to pick one or something for, this is my first side-by-side besides eye looks. So, okay. ColourPop is blended in like a dream. What'd you expect? And then DIOR, like I said, it's more emollient. Yes, I'm using the same brush. It's just generally like more matte and thicker, I think. But I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, they seem so similar. Like, look, like don't mind my sideburns or my lip area, but how do I not blend that out? You know, I mean, they have like very similar coverage and wear. I think maybe the ColourPop's a little more glowy. No. Yeah, actually, I think so. If I look in like the viewfinder or the mirror, it is more glowy. But I mean, same amount of coverage. I really thought the DIOR was gonna have more coverage, but same coverage, I think. All right, let's go into concealer. This is very interesting side by side for myself. I did that completely. Like, sure, if you want to know, but I also wanted to know. So, yeah. Okay. Concealer. That back. Alright, let's do a mixture of Danessa and Colfie. ColourPop. And let's give ColourPop some more love. I feel like only in the last few videos I've been giving it love, so I wanna really like love it. Okay, this is from Danessa Myricks. I'm gonna just dot it in the areas that I want it. Kind of spread it on my on my lid, but that's about it. Put a little bit here. Okay. That's usually what my concealer application is. Now, I'm not only mixing two formulas because it makes the formula better. Like, I do think that they make, like, I feel like mixing, I don't know, I've just been kind of into mixing formulas lately, especially with concealer, because just with tiny dots ends up being a similar amount than I would usually. I feel like the Danessa is a little more golden, but it's still a really good match. Now, I might look a little bit crazy or like the Joker. Okay, that was completely unnecessary. All right, let's go. So those are probably the only I'm gonna like really swipe at, except for like my eyelid. The rest, oh, I forgot down my nose, but we can do that later. Meaning after I'm done blending all this out, because I just put away everything. Like, it's just phenomenal how again on the inner corner I'm kind of just gonna push, and then for the rest I'll disperse it. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this as my concealer for my nose. Okay. Yeah, that's probably the best it's gonna get. Okay. Now let's do some cream contour or liquid, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. They're all creams, liquids, you know. That was a big dollop I did on the other side. Let's just try it. I never put this under my lip, so I always use my nose contour for that. What should I use today? Victoria Beckham? Let's go Victoria Beckham. You know, I'm curious, like, between the Victoria Beckham and the Papa. Like, I'm curious how they differ in shades. So I'm probably gonna swatch it just for fun. Okay, so that's Victoria Beckham, and this is my Papa. Okay, I guess. So the top one is Victoria Beckham, the bottom one's the Papa. If you see, the Papa's a little bit warmer. Victoria Beckham is just a little deeper, but they both blend out to be essentially the same thing, which is wild. Huh. Okay. Good to know. Let's see. Okay. Going in with my N17 brush. Just patting in the contour, blending it out, bringing it up to my eyebrow, into my hairline. Checking the mirror. Make sure it looks okay. Doing the same thing on the other side. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna put blush on my eyelids today. And the reason is because I really, really want to see what these shadows can accomplish on their own. So when I put the blush on my, like when I put it on my eyelids, sometimes it can give like, what's the word? Like it makes it very pink, you know, because my blushes are usually pink. So like I use, or mauve-y. So like my eyelids end up mauve-y too. Which is fine on most occasions. It's just not what I want for today. Okay. Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it there with, I'm not gonna do cream blush or any of that kind of stuff because I want to try the setting gray stuff. So let's set the way I usually do. So I start with an M Cosmetics Portrait Mode Refining Setting Powder. And I use that with my N14 brush from BK Beauty. Just saw it. There we go. So, if you guys don't know what's happening on my lap, I have this Allie Glines bag and I have all my got a lot of brushes in here and a lot of them are not secure. So that's what's happening. Anyway. Okay, so I load up my brush with this beautiful M Cosmetics powder. Like, seriously. Hold it by the end and just push. Same thing. Most concealer was placed in that spot, so, but still push everywhere. When you feel like you don't have much powder left and you're feeling the brush more, so dip back in. It's not gonna hurt you. Some people are afraid of using powder, but like, kind of need it. Like, I have normal skin, like balanced normal skin. I never get oily, yet I still make sure, like, my bare face will never get oily or what's it called, or sweaty. I literally don't have sweat glands. So this powder is literal, just beautiful perfection. Like, if you have this powder and you can fit in your purse and you need to do touch-ups, this would be the perfect powder for that. Okay. I usually don't cover my entire face with it, but I was feeling it today. Second powder I'm gonna go into is my Kosas Cloud Set Powder and Candy now. Darn it. I just keep dropping things. Okay. This and this are essentially the same thing. This is loose, this is pressed. Pressed is easier for on the go, like if you want to stick it in your purse or something, like it's perfect for that. It's also perfect for people like me who just kind of want to open the compact and go in with it. So I'm going with this one today, but I honestly, the formula is not too different from, like, they're not too different from each other. So I don't know. I feel like if you have this one, you don't need the other one. In my opinion. If you want both, that's cool too. Like, there's a time and place for like a loose powder, you know? Like there's just, like, it's just a fact. So if that's your loose powder of choice, if you want it to feel exactly like, or like very similar to like what this powder feels like, but you want it in loose form, here you go. I honestly like both of them. I don't know. I'm just wondering when I'm gonna hit pan on this one. And if I keep using the and the loose powder, then I'll never really know. You know? Kind of true. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna go in. You guys have the drill. I'm gonna do some powdering with my Huda Beauty powder and cherry blossom cake. It's so perfect that I live in Washington, D.C. because we're known for our tidal basin cherry blossoms and all over the city. Like, if I'm just gonna stick my brush in it, then I'll just, like, stick my brush in it. But if it's, like, not coming out, obviously I'll put it into a cap. I'll be honest, though, this powder lasts forever. Like, I don't even know how. Like, it still looks basically full. So if you were on the fence about this powder, do it. It's a good, like, if you want to call it an investment, it's a good investment. Okay. It also keep you matte, like, all day. Like, it is probably the most superior powder on the market. Other ones are really good too, but this is like the gold standard. So, all right, check out that flawless base. Okay, now, you know, before I go into I don't know actually. I was gonna say before going into eyeshadow I should do like blush and stuff, but I'm so tempted with these eyeshadows. Like, these eyeshadows are just okay. Thank you so much, Sydney Grace. You so generous. Like, I've been dreaming of this day and it has happened. So okay, you know what? Let's start with the face stuff, just because then we know what we're working with. Because I don't know how these are gonna like translate on the face. Okay, this. So I'm first going to use. So I'm gonna use my N15 brush from BK Beauty. It just looks like this. Okay, I'm thinking about going in with Sweet Pea at first, and then sorry, this lip stuff bothers me so much. But I also I have like a no picking policy because it'll just make it worse. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go into Sweet Pea just a little bit. I don't know how pigmented these are. Let's see. All right, we can take a little more. Ah, there we go. Very nice, very pretty. Alright, I kind of love it. Like, not bad. And then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna top it with this Love Struck shade. I don't know how pigmented they are, so I'm just gonna start small. It's kind of like a blush topper in a way. This brush is also like so soft. So alright, let's add a little bit of Love Struck here as a blush topper. Add a little glow. How cute. Okay. Now we can give this highlight a spin. Now I don't know what to expect, so my sister does not watch these videos, so I might tell you what's bugging me. Alright, anyway, that was a beautiful face palette. Look at my face. Like, got some Sydney Grace. Okay, so one of the eyeshadows they had sent me was black, and I was thinking about adding it to this palette, but I'm like, look, I have other blacks. I want to use the space in this palette for something else. So let me just take you through. These two are matte. Basically everything else is a shimmer. And I'm so excited. Okay. If that was not obvious before. Okay. So I'm going to start with this AOA blending brush. It's called the E126. I have no idea what direction I want to take this. Okay, let's start by putting a base down. So let's see how the matte shades work on me. Ooh, I barely even like dipped. Okay, I'm just gonna put this all over the lid to just add some dimension, or not dimension, but like a base, probably a better word. Okay. Now I'm going to deepen it with this shade. I'm trying to see because I'm used to having a lot like more mid-tone shades, and they very melt. Like I have other single shadows they sent me that I just couldn't fit in here, so they might have. I can't remember though. But I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do my regular thing. But I want to keep the structure a little bit light, like I want it to be there, but this looks gonna be about the shimmers. But this matte shade is gorgeous. Okay, let me do the same thing on this eye. I don't know, this little brush can just kind of get everywhere. Oh, this is the AOA E132. Like, you'd be surprised how good these brushes are. I have so many, like, luxury brushes. And, like, why do I always just go back to e.l.f. and things like AOA? I don't know. Okay, let me just add a little bit more. I'm just gonna flick it up a little bit. Okay. So there's the structure. I'll probably have to go back in and blend and everything, so. But let's figure out what we're gonna do. Alright, the things calling my name at this exact moment are these two. And I think they will pair very well with the base I put down. But I'm trying to figure out, like, do I want this all over the lid and then this be an inner corner, or do I want both of these on the lid and make one of these my inner corner? Or even this would be a nice inner corner. You know, let's just start. So I'm gonna use my finger, because I really want to feel it. Okay. Look at that pigment payoff. I barely touched it. Okay, I'm gonna put this more towards the outside, if that makes sense. You know what, I should have done a halo eye. Whatever. Okay, I don't know why, but this little bit is traveling all the way to the inside. This is hilarious. Okay. Take a clean blending brush. Let's just diffuse this, maybe calm it down a little bit. I feel like, okay, it's officially gotten everywhere. Okay, I love the shade. I don't love the application. Okay, this is hilarious. Let me just try to take it on a brush and see if that was 100% user error, by the way, guys. Like, no fault to the shadow or anything. 100% user error. I will clean up the edges, but let's just get the look sort of down. Okay, so just, I don't even know what to say. Okay. Let's go in with this teal shade. I'm gonna go way, like, less liberal. You know what I want to do? I want to actually put this in the middle. What am I doing? Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I promise you I know how to apply eyeshadows. What did I do? I think okay. Alright, we're gonna make this look cute. So, in the meantime, I will use, you know what, I'll wait for the inner corner highlight until I clean up the red. Actually, no, I think the inner corner highlight may make me feel a little better. So, yo, these are pigmented shadows. Like, what did I draw on myself? An ocean? I'm gonna take this a little bit up. I literally drew an ocean on my eye. And the ocean is getting all over. Okay. Let me clean up a little bit. Look at this brush. Alright. Look at my nail. It's like almost completely off. Okay. This obviously needs to be cleaned before I put it back. Let's see. Okay, let's see if this helps. I don't know. I have a feeling I'm gonna get some blue on my A506. I don't want to ruin what I already did though, like in terms of my lower lash line. I mean, that's much better with like a sharper angle, but do I want all of this here? No. Going a little too far up. So I'm just gonna shape it a little bit with this brush, with whatever's left. Okay. That's much better. Just gonna wipe off the brush so that no blue transfers. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same thing. Actually, it might take a little bit. on this brush, just like on the tip. Okay. Just clean up. Sorry guys, I did not know what to expect. I should have known better than to need to do this cleanup job, but it's okay. We live and we learn. Okay. Generally, I think we're in an okay place. I do need to set this concealer I just put on, so let's see, what do I do? Okay, probably still have alright, I'll just do it with the Kosas. I really don't want any blue on this brush. Okay, I think we're good. Sorry about the mess. I am still excited to use these shadows. That has not changed. I just completely user error. So, okay. I think, let me take this blue brush and just kind of look it up a little bit. It's funny because it's a blue handle and the tip is blue because of the blue. So I find it comical. Alright then, so I don't know if I will dip my finger in again, just considering how much of a mess I made. Let me actually clean this before I touch to anything else. Okay. What the heck? It's not breaking down? Are the shadows that spectacular that like even this cannot break it down? Alright, I'm gonna let it sit for a couple seconds. Then I'm gonna... What? The blue is not coming out. What? Guys, I'm confused. Don't mind my lips. Okay, you know what? If it's not gonna transfer, I'm just gonna put it back in. What was the other thing I want to do with my eyes? Oh yeah, I should probably clean them up a little bit with this shade. And then I also wanted to do a lower lash line thing, which I had before, but I ruined it. I've been, like, ever since that ABH Sugar palette, I've been in the mood for blue. I don't want this to touch the blue, so I'm not going to use that. Alright. Should we put anything else on? Or is this just enough? The matte shadows really got buried. Okay. Okay, I feel like I want more, but I'm also like a little afraid. Okay, just, because let's go into this. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit right in the center. Add some dimension. Like a purpley shade. Pinky purpley. You know what? I'm gonna stop there. Just for all of our sakes. And I cannot wait to play with this more because now I think I understand the formula a little bit better. Hence, like, let's emphasize the little bit better. It's what a train wreck. But also kind of not, like it's still, like I have a very pretty look. It looks sort of watercolor-y. And I got the color that I wanted. So I was very interested in those two colors. I think, again, user error. Okay. Now I'm gonna now let's add some eyeliner and some Badi Lash mascara. Sorry, why did I say mascara? Mascara. Okay, so this is my Pat McGrath Mini Sublime Smoke. You all know it. Hopefully you love it. $2.19. Yeah, I mean, now I feel like maybe I need more matte shades in this, like, palette curation. And now I understand a little goes a long way. But I haven't watched a ton of videos about Sydney Gray shadows, and when I did, I was It was like maybe a few years ago. So I forgot all the tips and tricks when it comes to Sydney Grace. I just know that they have a really good brand, and I'm so grateful for them. I just need to practice, which is always nice. Okay. Honestly, I have no idea what lip would go with this, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Let me just wipe that off. What's next? Mascara. Now, here may or may not be the fun part. Okay, so this is called Badi Lash Mascara. Why can't I speak? I like do some things in like an Indian accent and like other things in not an Indian accent. Okay. This is what the component looks like. Let me compare it to this. So this is a lip stain. This is a mascara. And let's see if it does enough. Because, ooh, okay. Has a nice wand and like these little prickly things to like get on the inner corners, you know? Ooh. Huh. If you're interested in this product or any other Kulfi products, you can use my code to get some percent off that I can't think off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure the code is just my first name, so RISHIKA in all caps. But I'll put it down in the description box, because is this a tubing mascara? Based on the one, I know I got marks all over. It'll be easy to take them off. I'm just playing around. Yeah, so I've sort of been dying to see my nephew and my grandpa interact. And my sister is going to Florida to visit them. No one told me, so I texted her and I was like, because I've expressed that I'm like very curious how my grandpa or how my nephew will react or like act with my grandpa, because like they know each other through FaceTime and everything. That's different in person. Plus, other family members will be there, and I kind of wanted to be there for that, especially the first time. So I told her, and she said that I have a habit of, when stuff has nothing to do with me, I have a habit of making things about me, which I don't really agree with, to be honest. But whatever. So while we're waiting for all of these mascara marks to dry, I do think it made my lashes longer. Like, you know what, I don't know. I've been using so many like hydrating products. Okay, so since the rest of my face is done besides lips, let's get on to the lips now. I think I want something like super neutral because there's a lot going on in the eyes. So I definitely want the eyes to be the center of attention. This is like literally just bugging me. Okay, anyway. Try to use a little more hydrating products. Is this this is a contour shade. Alright. I wanted to use probably this would go well. This is Nude Beige from NYX. Would also go well. I'm looking for like this good old lip liner. I mean, I have a million if you look at my collection. Just this bag alone. You know what I might do? Well, first, let me get some of this on. This is my Sol de Janeiro 68. I can't find it. And I don't want to waste time. Like your time. Oh, I did find it. Okay. Never mind. Okay. So, getting on that coffee trend that I just kind of created. I really want to I'm I really want to use this bow lipstick. I'll probably top it with something, but let's see. I think what I'm gonna do is either Rimmel Cappuccino or Chai from ABH. No, you know, I'm gonna use Wise from Rare Beauty. All of these things are in my purse, so I gotta take out my little purse. I love my purse. My husband got it from me. He knows me very well. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty and Wise. I don't want to overline too much, but I also want to like cover up this dryness, so it's okay. All right, so I'm gonna put on some first. Sorry, isn't it so pretty? I was debating between this and their lip stain in the same shade. The lip stain is much more pigmented. This one's a little more natural. Do I look like a clown, guys? I feel like I look like a clown. I was expecting this to be a little more neutral. Okay, let's tone it down. I think, okay, where are my tissues? Okay, some of it's still on, but that's okay. Let's just roll with it. Okay, so we tried that. My next try, honestly, like, okay, my next try is gonna be, oh, you know what I haven't used in a while? Nah, you can't get that anymore. I should pull out one of my Rhode. Okay, but to lighten it up and neutralize it a little bit, I don't know what I did here. So I'm just gonna go in with some Pill Tuck Fair. It's like the perfect shade for any occasion. But still, I feel like it's too big. I don't know what to do, guys. My lips are a mess. I can't keep taking off and on stuff. I'm just laughing at myself. Okay. Did I take off some? Yep, I did. My beautiful nipple creamless concealer has turned into just dryness, so what's it do, guys? I need something like beige. I said that very strange. Okay, you know what? What's more beige? I just want like a true nude. Sorry guys, my lips are burning. This is commitment, I promise you. Okay. You know what? I think I might... Okay, let's start with Rimmel Cappuccino. I think another reason my lips are looking so pink is because they're super inflamed. Okay. Now it's brown. What should I do? Which one is this one? Let's try some Hydra Honey. You know, that's much better. Much better. Like, I have no words for myself. Oh, you know what I'm missing? Which is why my eyes probably look off. I never put on my eyeliner. So, let's get that on. All right. Okay, now I can breathe. Let's see. Let's get rid of these marks. I don't know why I closed this, but I did. And you know what? I didn't want to do this, like dip into another palette or anything, but I might just because I want this like light shade, one of those. That's just me huffing and puffing, to be honest. I'm not just going under my brow bone. So it'll be like concentrated the most, but I'm taking it everywhere. So blue is and isn't out of my comfort zone. Like, yes. Blue is absolutely like one of the colors that I feel most comfortable with. Besides pink. But other than that, I don't I want to branch out. Is this already flaking on me? This mascara? Do you guys see little flakes there? I don't know if that's because of me or if it's because of the mascara. So let's find out. Okay. Those are off. I should have thought that about it. Going blue. I do not want this brush to turn blue. Like my other brush. My other brush was dispensable to some extent. Like I can replace it. This brush is a BK Beauty N12. There's no replacing it. And we've been through a lot together, so I'm not trying to replace it either. Okay. We're at 122. Oops. That was my Fenty and Riri and my Kofi. And first, sorry. I don't know, like, misplace things because I'm already like. These things are just like all over the place. I need to. I cleaned up this area and then one thing dropped and it was a mess. Okay. Anyway, let's go and try to curl my eyelashes. Like, I don't know why my voice is doing this, but let's just see what happens. So this is an Lash curler. Does that look better? You can. Maybe I should. Alright, yeah. It's sort of flaking, which is not my favorite thing. However, it's Kofi, so. What do you guys think? I'm curious. Okay, let me put this away. Which, just putting it on the side. This a very different look than I usually do, if that wasn't obvious enough. Sydney Grace, thank you so much for all your kindness. I'm gonna be playing with these shadows for a really long time. And obviously I always want more. Okay, let's do some setting spray. There's still a tiny bit left in my elf, so let's get that on the face. Why am I putting so much? I don't usually put that much. Candy fan. Oh yeah, I put it over here. The handy fan. Okay, so now I would usually use my Charlotte Tilbury, but since I'm at home and I'm not going anywhere, I'm gonna use my ColourPop Pretty Fresh, and I'm gonna keep testing it, but let me just say, I love it so far. It really does lock in your makeup. I haven't tried the 16-hour thing, but I like that it's skincare infused and everything, but Airbrush Flawless by Charlotte is just gonna be my favorite forever. I just don't think I should waste it on a day that I'm not doing anything or going anywhere, you know? So I just love like drenching my face in setting spray. The handy fan is in my hand. Come on, dry. Okay. So, this is the final look. I sort of love it, to be honest. I wasn't what I expected today going like, but I love it. These shadows are incredible. I need to be a little more light-handed with them. I can't wait to keep playing around with them, to be honest. And that face palette was also beautiful. Like, look at that blush. Also, considering the setting spray, like, immediately I can touch my face, no transfer. So it's a pretty good setting spray. It also will melt everything together. What else? Is there any other? I think the only thing I was really, like, obviously I was really excited for the Cool Feet mascara, and I still love it. I need to see how it flakes throughout the day, because just doing my makeup look made it flake. So I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna just do a wear test, which is totally cool. So I might write it in the description box if I don't want to say it in my next video. But let me just say, I'm so grateful to Sydney Grace. I'm so grateful to Cool Feet Beauty. I'm so grateful to just all of you. I think this somehow ended up being a successful look after all the turmoil we went through, but we made it out alive and I feel pretty good. So branching out into color isn't as scary anymore, at least with blue. Okay, so here's my look, and I wish you all the best day. And please comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to know every time I post, and follow me on Instagram. Same handle, at Rishika's _beauty. Alright, love you guys so much.